Coming up now on Animal Outtakes, happy Howl-a-days to all. We're celebrating the end of a year of growth and goodness here at Donte's Den Foundation. See how the pups are enjoying the festivities and find out who some of the favorites are from our dedicated staff at the dens. Plus a story of patience. We introduce you to a Great Dane who's making great strides. And later in the show, a tale of two manatees. Romeo and Juliet have a long road to recovery. Hear their story and why their golden years have a much better outlook. This and much more straight ahead on Animal Outtakes. It's that time of year again, the holidays. It can be a time of chaos, but also a time of reflection. And we here at Donte's Den Foundation are celebrating another wonderful year at the dens. Thanks to our dedicated staff, supportive vendors, and generous donors, many of our programs have expanded and more are underway. One of our successes is the health clinic. It's held here in our state-of-the-art animal hospital. We have veterinarians taking care of the pups from the public, along with those here at the dens. And I'm happy to report the villages at the dens are officially open. 2 new buildings built by Henson Construction have just opened, right in time for the holiday boarding rush. With these new structures, we can now house more than 100 dogs. We've also strengthened connections with many dog rescues throughout the state of Florida, oftentimes working together to give a dog the best chance at a better life. Open lines of communication with places that handle the Akitas, the Retrievers, the Rottweilers, and many more have led us all to help more dogs in need. And the Donte's Den Lifetime Care Program continues to grow. It's still the only one of its kind and has earned a high level of respect from those in our community. Current numbers show adoptions have increased here at the sanctuary. Many families from across the Sun Coast have welcomed our pups to their homes. It can be a rigorous process to adopt from Donte's, but it's all to ensure every dog that's adopted is guaranteed a high quality of life. And of course, we celebrate this show right here, Animal Outtakes. We're officially in our 11th season. It's an incredible way for Donte's Den to connect with other sanctuaries across Florida. We also love our ability to highlight animals in need and the humans who spend their days caring for those animals. And as a grand finale to our updates, soon we'll be celebrating the 10th anniversary of Donte's Den Foundation. The last decade has flown by so quickly for me. The dens were a lifelong dream of mine and my late husband Don. In February, we'll be hosting a milestone event for all to come out and celebrate all of the accomplishments so far. Donte's Den is just the best place to be a dog. And we wouldn't be who we are today without a dedicated team here at Donte's. Sometimes the days can be long and the hours even longer. Each of our employees works to put the dogs first. And sometimes when that happens, you develop a favorite. Here are a few of our staff members and the dogs they've made connections with along the way.
I'm Diane. I work here at Donte's Den. This is one of my favorites, Travis. I kind of feel sorry for him. He only has one eye, obviously, but he's a little needy and he's a very friendly dog. We're buddies. I take him out and play with him. You know, when he came here, he was a little afraid of everything, pretty much everything. He was surrendered by someone who didn't know very much about dogs. They found out that he was a little needy, and they didn't have any use for him. So here he is. We got him, we love him.
He seems to get along with other dogs.
Oh yeah, he's very, very clean also. He gets along with everybody. He gets along with people, dogs, you name it. He's a good guy. He likes to play in the yard. He used to be afraid of the yard. Now he loves the yard. He go out there with me, jumps on me, claws me. He loves treats. Right?
He doesn't seem to shed that much.
But he does a lot better. She had him on a lot of medication that he really didn't need to try to compensate for all of his illnesses. Now he's on hardly anything. And he's healthy and happy and fat. Yeah, I love it out here. Yes, I do. You're a good dog, yes you are. Oh, yes I am. Yes, I am. I love it. I just love Donte's Den. Yep, I'm home.
Costello. I work here at Donte's Den. I am the kennel manager here. Today I'm out here with Bonnie and Clyde. We have a mother and son duo right here. Miss Bonnie is about 4 years old. Clyde's about 2.5. They're super sweet. She loves to come and give hugs, as you can see. What? You sit. These two are my favorite because they are so sweet. They're great with other dogs. They're crazy together. They definitely keep it fun in the household. We do know that they're a lab mix. We're not 100% what that mix is, but they are a lab mix here. They definitely get a lot of extra love here. They get a lot of attention. They were running around on the road, so they were very skittish at first. It did take quite a while to break them in, especially Clyde here was super nervous in the beginning, but now they've opened completely up. These two are up for adoption. They did have one home. They were too crazy in that household, so they ended up coming back with us. They are a little escape artists, so you do have to watch them very well. Miss Bonnie has gained quite a few pounds here, so she has calmed down a lot. Clyde's still a very outgoing young man. I could definitely see them in a household with children. I think they need a lot of exercise, someone who's gonna tire them out just as much as they may tire you out. Where's Bonnie? What? So sometimes I will take these guys in the office with me. They'll get a lot of extra attention out there, get some more treats. What, Clyde? What? They're on their milk bones treats. They do get some cookies too. We had some special cookies made for them as well. They love those. Happy holidays from Donte's Den.
This is Penny. She's the Sarasota Mall dog. Penny was found by a whole bunch of great women who had saw this dog and they were chasing her all around the Sarasota Square Mall. They couldn't get a hold of her. So they talked to the local pizza guy. He was laying a trap with pizza. She ended up at Animal Services. Animal Services dubbed her unapproachable, untouchable, unadoptable. Fortunately for them, they contacted us. We were able to get Penny here, and Penny has transformed into a wonderful friend of all the staff members here. So Penny is becoming an ambassador for Donte's Den. She's going to go out and she'll be a part of a lot of stuff that we do and programs that we have to let people know that just because somebody says a dog is untouchable or unapproachable doesn't necessarily mean they are, right? Also, just for those who are watching, I want you to know Penny is excited. She is going to be entered into Top Dog 2024 this year. She is going to be my entrance in the fashion show. We plan on coming as right, Penny. We're going to show up and we're going to do extremely well here. Penny's got this smile that's infectious and she loves to show it.
She is one of our Donte's pony. We take care of her every day, and Yeah, we've been working with her every day.
What does she like to do?
Eat, pretty much. Walk her. Nope.
Did you just eat my mic?
We give him walks, and sometimes we put it in a big pen. I think it's more being outside. It's like therapy, pretty much. Every morning we take it to a walk and give it a sheet of hay, and then sometimes I walk her every day, and yeah, pretty much, and brush her, and she has more character than. She's very funny.
Coming up next on Animal Outtakes, brave Flynn. What this guy has gone through and why it's always important to never give up on a dog that's afraid. We'll be right back after the break.
Every dolphin at Clearwater Marine Aquarium has an amazing tale. They're all rescues who have overcome challenges to survive and thrive. You'll be inspired by every animal story and unforgettable moments with them, including 2-year-old Apollo, our newest rescued dolphin. There's something inspirational for every kid, and kid at heart. Your visit directly supports the animal care and rescue efforts at Clearwater Marine Aquarium, celebrating 50 years of amazing tales.
Good morning, Mr. Benson. Your breakfast is served.
Time for another day in doggy paradise. I sure am one lucky pup.
Mr. Benson, would you like to go out for your morning stroll? The weather is quite lovely today.
That sounds wonderful. Don't mind if I do. After all that exercise, I think I'd like to lounge by the pool and maybe dip my paws in.
As you wish, sir. Right this way.
What a perfect day. I couldn't imagine being anywhere else but Donte's den while Mom and Dad are away.
At Donte's Den, we pride ourselves in providing the best experience for your beloved pup. Whether it be a day, a month, or a year, Donte's Den should always be at the top of your list for boarding. With an expansive campus, your dog will enjoy daily walks, pool time, and an endless supply of love. Even better, it's all under 24/7 supervision from our wonderful staff. If you're anything like us, your dog's safety and happiness come first. To learn more about Donte's Den, visit dontesden.org.
Did you know that Moat is leading the charge to fight Florida red tide by testing compounds that may lessen its harmful effects on the environment? The more you know about everything Moat's doing to help our oceans, the more you'll understand why. Moat matters. Visit moat.org today.
At Donte's Den Foundation, we have certified trainers who work with the wide variety of dogs that end up in our dens. Sometimes it's a guessing game to figure out the history of a dog. Other times, we know all too well what happened to an abused dog from police report and investigations. Here's the story of Flynn. His life could have gone in a completely different direction. But thanks to a little patience and a lot of love, he's finally starting to live again.
Back in October, we were contacted by DeSoto Animal Services. Flynn was one of 21 Great Danes they had found in a lady's residence who was with a hoarding issue. All 21 of them had the same social anxiety issues. Flynn is very nervous around people. He's never been on grass till he got to Donte's. He's used to being inside a room with 21 other dogs. The police were involved and they confiscated all 21 dogs. All 21 dogs were then taken to Animal Services. So he came from a hoarding situation. It was very poorly taken care of. So when we first got him, trying to put hands and touch Flynn was virtually impossible. He didn't like people being around. He would constantly shake. He was a paltry 61 pounds. And I'm glad to say 2 months later, Flynn is hitting a whopping 90 pounds. He has got friends that he plays with constantly, and he's doing fantastic now. So for us to find a way to get Flynn to interact with the rest of the staff, we found him dog friends first, right? He would run around, he would stay away from staff, he would run to corners, he would shake. So when we got low, we would get both dogs in, we'd start playing with them, introducing them to each other, and then you were able to get in and pet Flynn and hang out and have a good time. What's up, buddy? Oh! And he has several friends he likes to play with. He's got Bruno, the white lab, who comes in. He's got Wyatt, who's a Doberman, and he's got Atlas. And they all run around and play, and they do great. And because of that, the staff is able to come up and around, and we're able to get with Flynn now, where before we couldn't be near Flynn or pet Flynn or anything. There's no playbook on how to fix these social anxiety issues Flynn has. So every dog is case by case. We try something a little different with each dog. With Flynn, we were lucky that he is so dog friendly that we're able to put so many different dogs with him, and we're able to get him to come out and socialize with us with other dogs being around. Flynn is up for adoption. However, today you'll meet the current person who put in an application to adopt Flynn.
Well, I love Great Danes personally. They're like one of the best dogs ever out there. They're cuddle bugs and they're sweethearts. And when I saw him, I was like, oh, he's perfect. He's got that white spot on his chest. He looks just like my cats. Perfect. Like, I thought it was a match made in heaven. It was much more enticing. I was like more wanting to get closer to the dog and wanting to get to know him and like understand his personality more. When I first met him, he was stuck in a corner and shy, scared, and I would just sit with him for like hours on end. Every time, like for my break, for like after work, I'd go say hi. And then now it's to the point where I can get him out, we can walk around together, we can play together, like he'll let me pet him, feed him treats.
Being patient. Look, anytime if I show any anxiety myself, whether I'm stressed, I get upset because he's not listening to me or doesn't want to play, he feels that, right? So I need to stay uplifting and happy all the time, and I want to make sure he feels that positivity when he is around us. So far, he has seen both of our doctors. He is incredibly healthy and happy, so he's a good dog. Having friends like Snoopy and Atlas and all the dogs that come in helps him. So what we do here is we try to give them the best opportunity they have for their forever home. So we'll do whatever type of training, rehab, to get him happy, to get him socialized, so that he has the best situation he can go to, and he'll have his happy forever home. Because he's smiling standing here right now. He's having a blast.
It'll definitely be at home in a comfy bed with his brother. His brother is a golden doodle German shepherd, so they're gonna be they already met each other, so they're a great match together. They love playing, and he's just gonna have a really comfy, loving home. It's definitely worth the wait.
For more on the dogs we have here, log on to dontesden.org. And coming up next, it's Romeo and Juliet like you've never seen before. Two of the oldest manatees on record have made their way to ZooTampa. Hear their story after the break. Welcome back. Now we share a story of hope. One where humans are now doing what they can to give some elderly manatees a more dignified life in their senior years. This is Romeo and Juliet. They're currently being cared for by the expert team at ZooTampa. A qualified care team recently transported the manatees from the Miami Sea Aquarium, where they had lived since the late 1950s. Both are over 65 years old. Juliet is weighing in at just over 3,000 pounds, which is very unusual for this species. The overweight manatees are getting round-the-clock care. They are in the zoo's rehabilitation pools and socializing with other manatees. Staff is doing what they can to help these gentle giants live out their remaining years with the best care possible. And it's all under the direction of the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service. It was a mighty group effort to get them transported safely, and it's a long road to recovery. But from the looks of it, it's a much, much better situation for these beloved Florida treasures. A third manatee named Clarity made her way to SeaWorld Orlando, where a top-notch team is also doing their best to provide a much better quality of life for the manatee. Stay with us. There's more Animal Outtakes coming up next.
Did you know Moat is helping restore depleted snook populations and has raised and released 30,000 of them into local waterways so far? The more you know about everything Moat's doing to help our oceans, the more you'll understand why Moat matters. Visit moat.org today.
This is Donte. He's here. Just relax. He's got a job. He wants to look out the window. He's 3 years old. 3 years old? Yeah. 4. No, 3. He's 3 years old. He's from the Serb Republic. He's a shepherd mix. Stop. Come on, go.
You can introduce Rose too.
And this is Rose. They like to play together. And I just love him. He's my guy. He's kind of aloof. He's not like a normal dog. He's never given me any kisses or anything like that, but he's great because he's very protective. And I love him.
He seems to have a lot of soul.
He does. He's got a lot of soul. He's a moody guy, you know? He's a moody guy. Like he's more like a cat than a dog. And sometimes he's really friendly and sometimes he's not. I've broken a few fingers taking him for a walk. You can see my hand. Has some scars, but he's great with kids. He's really sweet with like my grandkids, and extremely protective. Like if you make any kind of aggressive moves, he gets very upset by that. He likes a job. He likes to have a job, like if he has some sort of mission. And he's really strong.
We can see that.
Yeah, he's very, very strong. He's being good now. He's actually friendlier than my other dog.
Now,
Rose.
who is this one who
This
wants
is
to be in the
Rose.
picture?
This is Rose. She's the female, and she's a little more protective, a little more scary than Donte. But she kind of runs the roost. He's the alpha, but she kind of runs things. But he loves the water. He loves thunderstorms. He loves. He just loves, like, when it's pouring outside and it's snowing outside. He loves all that stuff.
And how has Donte enriched your life?
Oh my God, I couldn't imagine my life without him. He's like my buddy. It's like he thinks more like a human. You know, he has very moody. I can tell when he's in a good mood and a bad mood. It's like a feel thing, you know. It's like I don't feel, I live here by myself, and I never feel alone with these guys, and he's extremely, like I said, protective, and he's just my guy, you know. He's just my guy. He's like my soulmate almost in a weird way, but he's my guy.
Animal Outtakes is produced by Dante's Den Foundation, a nonprofit group dedicated to creating the best life for dogs. If you would like to learn more about Dante's Den, donate, or volunteer, visit our website, dantesden.org. We hope you had fun and learned a thing or two along the way. We here at Dante's Den and the crew of Animal Outtakes wish you a healthy, happy, and safe holiday season. And we will be back here again next week with even more animals and some wild adventures. Until then, thanks for watching.